Have you ever heard of a country where walnuts are considered gold? A landlocked, not famous country, but will make you remember forever just because of a handful of nuts. Humbled between Romania and Ukraine, despite being small and little mentioned by the world, Moldova is often forgotten on the world tourism map. But behind its humble appearance, Moldova hides countless wonders, from fertile walnut fields, the world's largest wine cellar, to unique customs and rich history. Join us on a journey to discover the aspects that make Moldova so unique and interesting. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like and comment your feelings below. Before we begin our story about Moldova, let's take a look at its geography and climate. It is a country in Eastern Europe, with an area of approximately 33,846 square kilometers, making it one of the smallest countries in Europe. Geographically, Moldova is surrounded by two larger neighboring countries, Romania to the west and Ukraine to the north, east and south. This location has not only given Moldova diverse cultural influences, but has also been strategically important in the history of the region. Much of Moldova is made up of plains and low hills, with a gently rolling terrain that is conducive to agriculture, particularly viticulture and winemaking, one of the country's most important industries. The Dniester River is one of the main rivers of Moldova, flowing from north to south and playing an important role in providing water for irrigation as well as for the daily life of the people. In addition, the Prut River, which forms a natural border between Moldova and Romania, is also an important source of water. Although it has no coastline, Moldova still has many beautiful natural landscapes, with forests, valleys and hills creating a peaceful and close-knit natural picture. Moldova's climate is temperate continental, with four distinct seasons: spring, summer, autumn and winter. Summer typically lasts from June to August, with average temperatures ranging from 20 to 25 degrees Celsius, with some days reaching over 30 degrees Celsius, especially in the southern plains. Summers are dry and sunny, making them ideal for outdoor activities and farm tourism. Winters, from December to February, are quite cold, with average temperatures ranging from -3 degrees Celsius to 2 degrees Celsius, with snowfall in many areas, but generally not as severe as some other Eastern European countries. Spring and autumn are the two most pleasant seasons, when the climate is cool and nature is ablaze with color. Spring brings new life with budding trees and blooming flowers, while autumn is the ideal time for grape harvest and traditional festivals. Annual rainfall in Moldova averages around 500 to 700 millimeters, unevenly distributed and concentrated mainly in the spring and early summer months. The favorable geographical location and mild climate have made Moldova an ideal land for agriculture, especially the world-famous traditional wine industry. This is also one of the factors that create the cultural identity and rustic lifestyle, close to nature of the Moldovan people. First, stop by the vast walnut fields, where Moldova has established itself as one of the world's leading walnut producers. Thanks to its temperate climate and Chernozem soil, a fertile soil known as the king of soils, Moldova produces rich, delicious walnuts, which are considered the brown gold of the country. Walnuts are not only an agricultural product but also the soul of Moldovan culture, present in every aspect of life, from cuisine to traditional rituals. Imagine yourself walking through a bustling market in Chișinău, where sacks of fresh walnuts waft sweetly. With a warm smile, the vendors will tell you how they use walnuts in cozonac, a traditional pastry, or as a filling for savory dishes. Moreover, walnuts are also present at festivals, given as gifts symbolizing health and prosperity. These nuts not only delight the taste buds but also act as a cultural bridge, uniting Moldovan communities for generations. Moldova's walnut industry is expanding its reach in the international market. Products such as walnut oil, walnut jam, and even walnut cosmetics have begun to be exported, bringing Moldova to the world. If you have the opportunity to visit, you should definitely join a walnut harvesting tour at a farm in the countryside. There you will be able to pick ripe walnuts yourself, learn about the processing process, and enjoy unique dishes made from this nut. The experience is not only a culinary journey, but also an opportunity to gain a deeper understanding of the bond between Moldovans and nature, a relationship that has been nurtured for centuries. Continuing our journey, we enter the world of wine, the national pride of Moldova. As one of the countries with a long tradition of wine production, Moldova owns Monasteries Misai, the largest wine cellar in the world, listed in the Guinness Book of Records. With a 200 kilometers long tunnel system, of which 55 kilometers are used to store more than 2 million bottles of wine, Monasteries Misai is like an underground city dedicated to wine lovers. The underground roads are named after famous grape varieties such as Cabernet Sauvignon, Merlot or Fidiasca, creating a space that is both mysterious and luxurious. When you arrive at Monasteries Misai, you will be taken through underground corridors by car or bicycle, discovering precious bottles of wine dating back to 1969. The rich, delicate flavor of the wines here will captivate you, not only because of the quality, but also because of the story behind each bottle of wine. Next to Monasteries Misai, the Craiova wine cellar is also a destination not to be missed. With more than 70 kilometers of tunnel, Craiova is not only a place to store wine, but also a venue for international events. Legend has it that cosmonaut Yuri Gagarin once got lost in Craiova's wine maze, getting so drunk that he needed someone to help him after 2 days of sightseeing, a testament to the irresistible charm of Moldovan wine. Moldova also hosts National Wine Day every October, a 2-day festival where winemakers open their doors to visitors, offer free wine, and take visitors on bus tours of the vineyards. This is a chance to soak up the lively atmosphere and sample wines from 3 main producing regions: Val Louis Traian, Stefan Voda, and Codru. Each region offers its own unique style, from rich, full-bodied reds to elegant, refreshing whites. This diversity has helped Moldova conquer even the most demanding palates. It is worth noting that Moldova used to be the wine warehouse of the Soviet Union, providing up to 50% of the wine consumed in this bloc. Despite facing difficulties when Russia banned Moldovan wine imports in 2006 and 2013, the country's wine industry has grown strongly, shifting to the European market and winning many international awards. Moreover, Moldova holds the record for the highest per capita alcohol consumption in the world, with 15.2 liters of pure alcohol per year in 2016. Wine, beer and spirits such as Divin, a local brandy, are all popular, reflecting the people's liberal lifestyle and passion for food. Moving on to a more profound perspective, Moldova is home to a special historical legacy: the Jewish cemetery in Chisinau, considered one of the largest Jewish cemeteries in Europe. With more than 20,000 graves, some dating back to the 17th century, the cemetery bears witness to the long-standing presence of the Jewish community in Moldova. Before World War II, Jews made up 10 to 15% of the population, contributing greatly to the country's culture, economy, and academia. However, the Holocaust claimed the lives of more than 60,000 Jews, leaving indelible scars. As you walk among the rows of moss-covered graves, with their ancient Hebrew inscriptions, you feel a reverent silence. Each grave tells a story, from the days of the vibrant Jewish community to the painful years of war. Despite being reduced in the 1950s and 1960s to make way for public buildings, the cemetery has retained its ancient character and historical value. Today, Moldova's Jewish community, which numbers around 10,000, is working to restore its heritage. Organizations such as Chabad and the Jewish Community Center in Chisinau have reopened synagogues, organized cultural events, and preserved the cemetery as an integral part of Moldova's history. The Jewish cemetery is not only a resting place, but also a reminder of the resilience of a people in the face of historical events. For those who love Jewish history and culture, this is a must-see destination, where you can feel the depths of Moldova's past and the intersection of cultures. Another unique aspect of Moldovan culture is the bathing of newborns, a custom with deep spiritual significance. Traditionally, a child's first bath is performed by the eldest woman in the paternal family, usually a grandmother or great-grandmother. This ritual is not only a hygienic act, but also a way to send good wishes to the child. The bath water is mixed with flowers, symbolizing a beautiful life, honey and milk for a sweet and smooth life, and a small amount of money, symbolizing prosperity. In Moldovan villages, the bathing of a newborn baby is a warm and intimate affair, attended by the whole family. Elders gently bathe the baby, singing traditional folk songs and wishing for health and happiness. This custom not only strengthens family ties, but also transmits cultural values from one generation to the next. Although modern society is gradually changing, many Moldovan families still preserve this ritual as a way to honor tradition and maintain family connections. Furthermore, this custom reflects the Moldovan people's respect for nature. Flowers, honey and milk, natural ingredients, are not only symbolic, but also reflect a lifestyle close to the earth. When participating in a baby shower, visitors will feel the warmth and hospitality of Moldovans, values that have shaped the country's identity. This is a profound cultural experience that brings you closer to the heart of Moldova. Moldova currently has only one UNESCO World Heritage Site, the Struve Geodetic Arc, a chain of survey points stretching from Norway to the Black Sea, built in the 19th century to measure the size and shape of the Earth. However, Moldova has other potential sites awaiting recognition, most notably the Orhelveti archaeological landscape and the characteristic Chernozem soils of the Balti Plain. Orhelveti, located on the Route River, is a stunning archaeological and historical complex. It includes 13th-century cave monasteries, ancient fortresses from the Dacian period, and remains of various civilizations, from the Ghetto Dacians to the Tatars. Steep cliffs, winding rivers, and ancient caves create a majestic landscape, making Orhelveti the Holy Land of Moldova. Visitors are fascinated not only by the natural beauty, but also by the historical stories engraved in each stone. Balti's Chernozem soil, considered the most fertile in the world, is another natural wonder. With over 2.5 million hectares of agricultural land out of a total area of 3.38 million hectares, Moldova has the highest proportion of arable land in Europe. This soil has nurtured crops such as grapes, walnuts and cereals, and shaped the agricultural lifestyle of its people. The richness of the soil is not only a source of life, but also a source of pride for Moldova, a testament to the favor that nature has bestowed upon this land. Although it only has one official World Heritage Site, wonders like Orhelveti and the Chernozem soils have helped to cement Moldova's reputation as a unique destination. They are an invitation to explore an ancient Europe where history and nature blend perfectly. Another surprise of Moldova is the presence of a Czech community, with the village of Monitza in the Craioveni region being a prime example. In the 19th century, many families from Bohemia, now part of the Czech Republic, migrated to Moldova, bringing with them their culture, language and customs. Monitza, founded by these migrants, still retains the character of a Czech village, with Central European-style houses, traditional dishes such as nedliki, Czech dumplings, and even festivals with a Czech twist. When you visit Monitza, you will feel like you are in a small corner of the Czech Republic in the heart of Moldova. The locals, despite having assimilated into Moldovan culture, still speak Czech in their daily lives and organize events such as the Czech Culture Days, where you can enjoy folk music, traditional dances and typical dishes. The village is not only a unique destination, but also a testament to Moldova's cultural diversity, where different communities live together in harmony. In addition, Monitza also attracts tourists by its peaceful rural landscape, with rolling barley fields and apple orchards. You can participate in activities such as making traditional cakes with the locals, learning how to cook Czech dishes, or simply taking a walk in the fresh air of the countryside. Visiting Monitza is an opportunity to discover a little-known side of Moldova, where the history of migration and cultural exchange creates a colorful story. Moving on to a more modern aspect, Moldova stands out with its Citizenship by Investment program, which is considered one of the fastest in Europe. Through financial contributions to the economy, foreign investors can obtain Moldovan citizenship in just a few months. This program is especially attractive to those who want to own European citizenship to enjoy benefits such as freedom of movement within the Schengen area. With its strategic location between Eastern and Western Europe, Moldovan citizenship opens up many business and tourism opportunities. However, the program has also been controversial due to issues related to transparency and security. The Moldovan government is working to improve the process to ensure sustainability, while also leveraging the program to attract investment and promote economic development. Despite the challenges, the Citizenship program has put Moldova on the map as an attractive destination for global investors, providing valuable capital to build the country's future. Unlike many other European countries, Moldova has a rural population of around 60%, with a total population of 2.6 million. Moldovan villages, with their pretty wooden houses, ancient wells and rolling fields, present a peaceful, rustic picture. The people here live close to nature, relying on agriculture and livestock for their livelihood. Products such as grapes, walnuts, corn and milk are produced on family farms, contributing to the rich Moldovan cuisine. However, rural life also faces many challenges. Economic hardship and high unemployment have caused many young people to leave their villages for opportunities abroad, leaving behind villages that are predominantly elderly. Organizations such as Caritas Czech Republic have implemented a variety of support programs, from home care to telemedicine, to improve the quality of life for the elderly. Still, the beauty of Moldovan villages remains a highlight. Visitors are greeted with home-cooked meals, glasses of homebrewed wine, and warm stories from the locals. Moldova's rural lifestyle also reflects the resilience and creativity of its people. From farming and raising livestock to celebrating traditional festivals, Moldovans have turned hardships into opportunities to preserve their cultural identity. As you walk through the tree-lined village streets, you will feel the slow pace of life, where time seems to stand still, bringing a rare sense of peace. Last but not least, Moldova has shown incredible compassion as a transit country for refugees. Since the outbreak of the Ukrainian conflict in February 2022, more than 700,000 refugees have crossed Moldova's borders, and around 100,000 are currently being hosted by the country. Despite being the poorest country in Europe, Moldova has opened its arms, providing shelter, food, and financial assistance to those in need. Organizations such as Caritas Czech Republic have played a major role in assisting refugees, from equipping reception centers to providing health services. However, the influx of refugees has also placed great strain on Moldova's infrastructure and economy. Many refugees choose to stay in Moldova to stay close to home, while others continue their journey to other European countries. Moldova's role as a humanitarian bridge not only demonstrates its hospitality, but also raises its profile in the international community. Furthermore, Moldova's humanitarian spirit is also reflected in the solidarity of its people. Many local families have opened their homes, sharing food and shelter with refugees. Volunteers, from children to the elderly, have worked together to support those fleeing war. These stories of kindness are not only heartwarming, but also a testament to the strength of the Moldovan community, a small country with a big heart. Moldova, though small and little known, is a treasure trove of wonders. From delicious walnuts and giant wine cellars to historic Jewish cemeteries, quaint Czech villages, and traditional customs, Moldova offers a rich cultural mosaic. A rural country with an open heart, Moldova welcomes visitors not only with its natural beauty and rich heritage but also with its resilience and compassion, especially in its role in supporting refugees. Come to Moldova to discover a different Europe, where every walnut, every glass of wine, and every story is worth cherishing. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like and comment your feelings below to follow our next journeys.